ancient wisdom. Today we will be applying ancient wisdom to petrol pump superstitions. When you go to any petrol pump, you will see these couple of signs: no smoking, no mobile, are useless or unscientific. Which ones are which? Let's know. The first one, no smoking sign. Very well understandable. In the vicinity of the petrol pump, there will be lots of fuel vapors of diesel or petrol, and these vapors can catch fire whenever they get any open flame. Sometimes they can catch fire by even coming in contact with a heated surface, heated with sunlight also. So we have to maintain a cool atmosphere without any naked flame in and around a petrol station. Petrol station is that point where you fill up the petrol. So very well understandable. The second one is no mobile please. And you also have several videos on the internet showing using a mobile at petrol pump causes fire. So even if somebody else is using a mobile, you tend to tell him not to use mobile. But let me tell you, none of these videos on the internet is a correct depiction of the sequence. Mobile phones or their frequencies do not cause fire. One, they don't have that much strength. Second part, the mobile does not in any way interfere with the mechanism of the petrol pump itself. And this is something that you can see today where almost everybody is paying by credit card or any other method like Paytm, PhonePe, GPay, etc. And these are accepted right on the pumping station. All of these methodologies are using mobile or using mobile frequency. Nothing happens. So using mobile at a petrol pump does not cause fire. Full stop. If you have any video, any scientific literature that claims to be so, please send it to me. It doesn't exist. But still, I will advise you not to use a mobile at a petrol pump. The reason is different. The reason is petrol pump is a place which has got lots of volatile vapor. The chances of anything going wrong are very high. And if anything goes wrong, the price that we have to pay is also very high. In these circumstances, we need to give full attention to whatever is happening around us. And using a mobile is extremely distracting exercise. And that is why mobile is not to be used. This is even more true in US or Europe, where you have to do self-filling. So what you do is you go up to the petrol station, you put in your credit card, you take out that pump, open your petrol tank and put it inside, put the hose inside, and then wait for the tank to become full. All this while you getting distracted is a huge hindrance. You might not check the nozzle properly. You might put a petrol nozzle in your diesel car. You might not fit it properly. It might fall out and the petrol or gas would spill on the floor. there may be something missing. You will not understand the smell of excess gas if you are busy on the mobile. That is why do not use mobile. But if this reason is given, there are going to be large wonders who are going to say, no, no, I am fully conscious, I am fully focused, I can do 2 things at a time. In fact, at office I do 6 things at a time. So I can very well talk on the mobile as well as concentrate on what I am doing. To avoid that, it is said that mobile can cause fire. Because of that, it's not your life but others' life that you are responsible for. So, in and all, do not use mobile on the petrol pump but understand the reason for it. Now we come to the most important part or most important precaution which we never take and which we must take. What do? Especially in US and Europe, we drive right up to the pumping station, say after 20-30 miles of driving, open the door, get to the petrol pump, open a lot of static electricity, and it is there in the car. It is not going anywhere because the tires are rubber, they are insulators. So it is waiting for a metal contact to happen to release that static electricity. And where is the metal contact? It happens because the nose is metal, nozzle is metal, and that nozzle, when you put into the petrol tank and it touches the side of the petrol tank, that is where the static electricity is released, and there is all the reason for an explosion to occur because that static spark is getting in direct connection with the petrol vapor. So this is something never to be done on petrol pump, but nobody tells us so, nor are the attendants or most of the people that I have met, they are aware of this. In India, the risk is much less. The reason being, there is always an and many a times he touches the car before he puts the nozzle to it. He is opening the petrol tank. When he is opening the petrol tank, he is touching. The older cars have a cover which is metal cover. He is touching it, and as a result of which static electricity is drained. But in case of new cars, latest cars, where by pulling a lever in the driver's cabin, the tank lid opens automatically. That is where no other touch, no outside touch has happened except for the nozzle going right into the petrol tank, and that is where the danger lies. Also, one more precaution to be taken is, if you are reached the petrol pump, do not directly come out of the car, because if you do, you will provide the earthing for the static when you put your foot outside the door. So first remove the keys and touch something metal. You yourself touch something metal, then touch the car with that metal, and only then put your both feet outside firmly. Come out of the car and then only touch the car. Otherwise, the car may drain the electricity all over the world, and not the first one superstition. So we have seen no smoking, no mobile, and no static electricity. These are the things to be remembered when you are at the petrol pump. That is what ancient wisdom says. Namaskar.